Welcome to another episode of For the Culture. This is the soccer podcast for us, by us. You got me, the MC, Tony C, and the place to be.
What are you doing?
I went to Howard University.
Oh my lord. This man's off the cuff.
Hey,
Seems like
feels good to be back, back on the scene, but this is my first time on this scene.
I know, right? Like, how you like it, man? Like, this looks pretty good, right?
It's nice. This is nice. I got, what is this? Velvet? Is this
Right?
velvet?
Right?
No.
Right?
No.
the budget does not include velvet.
Damn. Did you get this off the corner?
No, IKEA. Well, yes and
Yes, technically.
yes and no.
It's right around the street, so yeah.
You know, Midtown Atlanta.
we got the hookup, man. But yeah, man.
Is this Upper West Side? What we said?
We are technically Upper West Side.
I hate that.
Yeah,
I hate that title.
I know. Berkeley Park.
I
Sounds
hate
so
that title,
white.
man. Nah, man, it's Bankhead, man.
You know, they're about to gentrify the hell out of Bankhead.
Yeah, think?
Oh, yeah.
The second most busiest road in the whole metro.
Leave, man.
I'm still waiting for Bankhead Seafood to open up, to reopen.
The real.
They've been talking about that shit for like 4 years. It's gonna reopen. It's gonna reopen. You know, Krispy Kreme about to reopen finally.
We made a promise.
They
Yeah.
did say that.
Shaq follows through.
Shaq does make it happen.
I'm gonna need Tip and Killer Mike to come through. And speaking of Killer Mike, we got a special guest coming this week.
That's right.
We got the Coach Kevin Larry of the Jackson State University.
What's the symbol?
Who is he sponsored by?
What's the symbol?
Oh yeah, Road to Jewels. yeah. Yeah, actually, no, they were just here. Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday? Like they're at the.
I mean, they local.
Yeah.
Well, got houses.
Killer Mike's in
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
They both got houses in Atlanta.
Man, he got a barbershop around shot the street from my damn office. Yeah. Come on, man.
But yeah, what's good with you, TK?
Man, stressed. Life is hard, but it's not about me.
But no, we got a good show with you. Like I said, we got a good interview with Kev. It's great to have him on. But we're not even gonna kill a whole lot of time today. But there was one thing on my mind today that I was like, we have to talk about. And it's with this damn announcement with FIFA for the 2030 World Cup. What's gonna happen here is that, because like, of course, once you come in here in 2026, you have USA, Canada, Mexico, 3 hosts, right? I don't know if FIFA just said, I want to pick your ride and say, I'm gonna double that, and we're gonna have 6 hosts for the 2030 World Cup, which is the centennial, the 100th anniversary of the World Cup. The primary hosts are gonna be Morocco, Spain, Portugal. Sounds pretty simple, right? Because they're all right there in the part of the Mediterranean.
Great travel experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll sign up for that.
Yeah, but
Can I cover that?
first, the first 3 games are going to be all the way over across the way in South America between Argentina, Uruguay, and Paraguay. Just because those were the original hosts of the first World Cup in 1930. Now, if you're a team who has to qualify for the World Cup and has to play one of those first games in South America, how are you feeling about this, Tony?
Oh, it's absolutely horrible. I mean, the travel experience is going to be horrible. What we're even going to see with 2026 when it's here in North America.
The visa people are going to be like, it could be exhausted.
But we already know the big issues with MLS that everybody talks. The biggest issue is travel.
Right.
So when you're talking about all these cross-continent trips, then you're talking about crossing water.
Cross Atlantic.
In the same tournament.
The first transatlantic World Cup.
There it is.
The fact that we're taking the human element out of this, that clearly states is purely a financial pool for this. Like we all know that. That's the thing we already know. There's all the documentaries, there's all the Netflix series and all that stuff. We already know this is a money grab. There's no doubt about that. But at what point do we lose the quality of the product of the game where you're talking about players dealing with jet lag that's like they're going on cross-Atlantic trips?
Yeah.
For a tournament.
Like, how do you train for that?
For a tournament.
Because keep in mind, y'all, course, the World Cup is going to be back in this normal time in June and July. And so in Spain and Morocco and Portugal, it's going to be summertime. Down in Argentina and Paraguay, it's going to be the winter. So you're going to have to prepare for possibly 2 different climates and obviously 2 different elevation levels. Like, nothing about this seems practical at all. And I love the line that our man Felipe Cardenas from the Atlanta guy said that FIFA is the parent who should have figured out the reward system between 2 spoiled children, because you got South America that wants the World Cup, you have Europe that wants the World Cup, and somehow Africa got thrown up in this and said, hey, what about us? So, yeah.
Oh, Morocco's in Africa?
That's what I heard.
I honestly think they only gave it to Morocco as a result of their men's progress in the last World Cup.
They've been trying to host a couple World Cups because they were actually up for the recent Women's World Cup that just ended in Australia and New Zealand. They made a bid for that one. I want to say they put in for a World Cup, Men's World Cup, either in 2014 or 2018. I'm not sure, but they've been trying and they've gotten close. But I guess this is their way to say, okay, fine, take it.
How many teams we gonna have in this one? Like 80? How many teams?
Honestly,
is it 42, 46?
It's supposed to be 48 for 2026. Now, knowing FIFA, they'll probably see all the success from what's going to happen in 2026. Say, hey, let's see if we get this 64. Let's see if we can do that. Let's do it like the NCAA tournament.
I think that's Thanos' inevitability.
Like that.
Well, then it makes a little bit more sense. They could probably push the agenda to have this true transcontinental Atlantic tournament.
I got a question for both of y'all because we keep hearing about all these mega tournaments and all this traveling because MLS tried to merge something with the Liga MX. Of course, they just had the Leagues Cup, and now you have FIFA talking about transatlantic World Cups. Did we miss the memo on teleportation?
It's coming. I mean, sooner or later, because AI is about to take over everything. It's going to solve all of our issues. So.
Yes.
Well, most of them. But for the lazy ones. You either become the machine or the programmer, or you become what it serves.
No, I mean, I think there's definitely going to get a breaking point for this. There's going to be a breaking point where there's going to be almost a unionized situation of players, associations, and FIFA Pro or whatever. I mean, I think there's going to be at some point where there's a pushback because we already know the toll that club schedules are already taking on teams and the travel with that, with all the multiple tournaments that they're playing if they're successful, you know. So at some point, there's got to come a point in time where players are like, yo, like the thought and idea of this tournament, yeah, it sounds great if you're playing I'm sorry, it was EAFC. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
FC.
It's not.
Just dropped.
Yeah.
Just dropped.
It sounds great if you're playing the video game.
Right.
But when you talk about executing the human factor, again, I mean, these players, they want to have some sense of practicality.
We just seen that just recently in MLS alone, like you've had players and coaches talk about issues with all the schedule load of games, just how they're just exhausted, and now you're going to add even more travel to that because you got Club World Cups coming, you got the Copa America coming next year, the Olympics coming next year, and it just doesn't stop. And at some point, you have to just wonder, do these executives and organizers, do they like the players? Because you got to understand, they're only human.
Yeah, that's what.
Contrary to popular belief, they are just human.
Yeah, and I think at some point we're going to see a watered down effect and not great games and all that. I mean, because players are not going to be. There's a point where you can only be tuned in so much as an athlete.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so I think that the quality of players is going to suffer as well too. But at the end of the day, it's so funny. The great thing is here we are I hate this. Y'all know me, the old man on the couch type of thing, like where I'm always saying, like back when I was
couch
a kid.
is over here.
I'm sorry, yeah, I don't want to be on the casting couch. Y'all take have that.
Hey.
No, but you know, in the old days, we were like begging to be for some consumption of the game, as many games, and see as many games and things like that. And it's like these execs and FIFA and all these other governing bodies have just ran with that because of the dollar signs, and it's clearly that play. But at the same time, it's like there's the pun of at what cost, and this is really coming at the cost of the human element, and also the fact that, like, I myself as a fan can't keep up with how much is going on.
It's a lot.
I can't keep up.
Just watching the Champions League games today, I was like, yo, it's like, you love the fact that there's that much, but at the same time, it's still just so much.
Yeah.
And like, what you think, TK?
It is a lot to digest. There's certainly like some barren periods where I feel like we're kind of like desperate for footy, but in the current climate, yeah, we're pretty packed, and I think we've said this maybe 2 or 3 times over now. Like, FIFA is just gonna like continue to add tournaments or rename tournaments, and like it's getting to the point where we're playing year long at this point in whatever capacity, be it season with your club team. Then if you're lucky enough to play for the international side, like you're looking at the stress and demands of meeting all those call-ups, potentially those camps, those trainings in between. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot. Oh, and then by the way, you might have a family, like
that little thing,
like people that like you chill with, that like you made humans or something. I don't know, like whatever. It could be a thing. Some people are like 25 and don't have families, but honestly, this new generation of footballers, like I was totally shocked when I realized Raheem Sterling had like 4 kids or something like that, 3 or 4 kids, and this was like at Liverpool, bro.
Yeah.
Before City, like I was like, oh, man's out in the streets, or I mean, not really, but like so whatever. But you get the sheets. He populating the community. Sheets. Yeah, absolutely. That's
populating the nation. But no, it's one of those things where also I find it very ironic, especially given that, of course, we still live in the age of Messi and Mr. 7, that by the time 2030 comes around, they'll be like yeah, it's too old for me. Of course, you never know with Mr. 7, because he'll probably be pushing 50 and still try to make the World Cup. But
he could freeze himself for 2 or 3 years.
He probably already is.
Like
he's worked out the science. He's worked out the science.
That'd be like the perfect plan if Cristiano Ronaldo disappeared for 2 to 3 years,
go?
And then like came back, trained for like 6 months to a year.
Your lasers and 3D scares me.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's gonna stay 47 for 2 more years,
or
man,
whatever. But
how old is this guy?
But
47.
One last thing. One last thing to kind of as a follow up from this past Wednesday's show with me and Callie from Dreaming of Freedom. Which ticket is going to cost more? The ticket for 2030 or Miami season tickets?
I think it's stupid.
What year Miami? 2025? Zinger.
Stupid.
I mean,
or 2026, really.
Yeah, 2026.
Whereas definite for sure.
Whenever they get to the new stadium.
Well, beyond that though, like the contract. Like, will he be in the grandstand?
I can't imagine that Inter would let him go before the stadium opens up. But I will say this, because me and Callie definitely got into it while recording, because like I said, it's just absolutely crazy. You want me to spend $30,000 to go to Fort Lauderdale, dog? Not Miami. Fort Lauderdale. Make that one make sense.
It's the product, man. It's the product.
It's an experience.
Yeah. Tell that to all the Braves fans.
Experience.
Like, there's an American businessman of some sport who probably was to say baseball for this reference would be like, I've got this proofed. Look at Cobb County.
See,
I mean, to be fair, I'm not trying to play devil's advocate.
I mean, that's kind of what we were getting at is that, and this is why I keep saying there's a perfect opportunity for there to be at least 2 teams in Miami, because you're going to have one team in Miami that's going to easily cater towards the upper class, the
LAFC.
the people who want to chase the clout and everything, and then you have the people from Little Havana, Opelika.
So, okay, I'm glad you brought that up because my whole Messi impact experience that I was hoping was going to be different than the Pele effect of when he was with the Cosmos, touring the States and everything like that.
At least he showed up.
Well, here's the thing though. I think Pele, as far as like the impact of the game within the States, where he missed is that he did not ever travel to the hood and the ghetto and have programs directly impacted where he showed face and foot in that
representation
areas.
Yep.
And I was hoping that we would see that with Messi, that he's going to these hoods of Houston,
right?
Or the hoods of LA. Yeah, the hood, like, and recognize that he
Tucker.
got little Hispanic kids that are like doing the same thing that he did growing up.
Go to Tucker and Clarkston, yeah.
So I was hoping and thinking that, like, because Messi is a humble dude, right? That's the reason why a lot of people think he's better than Ronaldo, because he's like, oh, he's more human.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo's more superhuman type of thing. But I was hoping, and I'm still kind of evaluating, stepping back and seeing like how this pans out.
The way that it's been handled is just very odd to me, because like he's hardly done any media.
Well, that's how he operates.
Yeah,
that's
so
how
weird.
he is as a person. But I was hoping that, he does, because obviously he's a father himself and he's very connected with his kids and all that. I was hoping that he was like, all right, I gotta have. There's something that's bigger than me, more than just the money and more than just my kids.
Right.
Immediate. And I was kind of seeing that a little bit, I thought, but
yeah,
I'm still waiting to see how this narrative turns out.
Yeah, I'm hoping that between now, because of course they still haven't announced that he's really injured for real, and next year that he gets a good feel of what this country is about and says, hey, this is where I can contribute. So
what's bigger on the headline? Taylor Swift in the stands or Messi appearing at a game?
I'm trying to get Coach Tony to a game. I say I'm trying to get you to a point where we get these deals coming. And when you go to a game, we cut the camera to you 17 times during the whole game. Be like, hey,
I was on the field. I was on the jumbotron. You know what I'm saying? Have you been on the jumbotron before, bro?
I have not. I can't say I have. Yeah. How about you, 2K?
0 times, but I've watched him from my house and from the stands on the jumbotron. So it's multiple times that this has occurred.
Yeah, as we said, the price has gone up, y'all. The price has gone up.
Yo, that's the title of Wednesday's episode. Yesterday's price, and yeah, listen, it's just like that. But without going any further, of course, again, we got a great interview with Coach Kevin Larry from JSU State. The alum.
The Coach Kevin Larry.
Yes.
Put respect on the name.
I will.
From the
future Hall of Fame.
Future Hall of Famer. Hall of Fame. What? I don't know, but
but yes, you got a good interview with Coach. Good chat with him. We'll be back on the flip. Wrap the show up. But yeah, enjoy this. We'll be right back. Yo, Tony, I think we got a guest on the show, man. Tell us about it.
I don't think. I know. We got a special guest, friend of the program. He has been a long time buddy of the show, but more importantly, this man has been having some major inroads within HBCU soccer front. I don't know if I have to do any more of a bio or intro, but give it up for Killer Mike. Y'all know Killer Mike was a coach in the HBCU game. My bad. In all realness, it's our homeboy Kevin Larry, friend of the program. Kevin Larry, what's up, my brother?
No. It's not Kevin Larry. You know my name. Don't start off like that. Come on, Tony. You know my name. Put my title on there. If the head coach of Jackson State was doing an interview, you would call him Dr. Ted Flogitis. So I need my proper title, man. Don't do me like that. Don't do me.
Hey, listen here. I was just going to give you the title of future Hall of Fame coach because really, you don't subscribe to one institution. To be honest. If you really want to say, so I want to introduce my friend, future Hall of Fame coach,
Now we can get started.
Glad to have you on, man. Glad to have you back, man. It's been a minute, man. How you feeling?
What'd you say?
It's been a minute, man. So how you been, man?
I know. I've been good, man. Thanks for having me. I got to be honest with you, man. I'm a little disgruntled, man. If I was Kadani, man, y'all wouldn't have been late if I was Kadani, man. So I feel some type of way, bro. I feel some type of way. If I was Shaka from Michigan, y'all wouldn't have been late.
Oh, here you go. See now, nah. Don't you do that.
No, man. Thanks for having me, man. How y'all been doing, bro?
Hey, we're kicking it, man. It's been a good day in the A. Glad to have you on. Been trying to get you on for a minute, man. I know, like, of course, things been going pretty well for you at the Jackson State University, and you have some things to talk about. We want to get you on.
Well, man, I left Alcorn in December of last year, and I left Jackson State when I went to Alcorn in good standing, and I kept a good relationship with the head coach, and the athletic director has been a real advocate for me, and that's helping me get the job at Alcorn. And when it was time to come back, man, I talked to him. I said, "Hey, man, I want to come back, but you know what you got to do." So, me coming back, Dion left, and here I am. So, no, I'm just joking. No, man, but I came back in May, man. It's been a good situation. I felt like I never left when I came back, man. The players welcomed me, the administration, the coaching staff, everybody, welcomed me with open arms. So it felt like I was at home again, man. So it's a good situation, man. I'm grateful to be back. The players are great. Me and the coach have a good rapport. So, we just picked up where we left off.
All right, so I got to ask you, because obviously I saw you in the coaches convention in Philly back in January.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look disgruntled. That's an understatement to say. So what was going through your mindset at the time back in January?
January, man, if I could just be candid, man, and real, my previous situation was a stressful situation, man, and I just don't think, I earned every penny at that job, man. And just, part of me didn't feel appreciated. I may have left anyway, but, to be unceremoniously relieved of my duties after all I did for, the program, I felt some type of way. I can't be honest. I can't lie to you. And, I ain't gonna say too much because, it's people here at Jackson State that's friends with some of the people that were at Alcorn. So I ain't never been shy about speaking my mind, but I don't want to put them in a position where they got to defend some of them folks. But let's just be clear. I don't mess with some of them folks, and they don't mess with me. So, but my assistant took over at Alcorn, and it's a tough job, but I think she's gonna be okay in the long run. But I was just frustrated, Tony, man. It's to be called in the office after you had one of the best years in school history and being told they're gonna go a different direction. And I was about a minute and a half away from advancing in the tournament for the first time in school history. I just didn't feel appreciated, man. And So it was just carrying over from that conversation I had in December. So that look I had on my face in January was just a carryover from a December 8 conversation I had with the AD.
So I'm curious as to, basically you done kind of like a hopscotch or whatever, but you still have a pulse on what's going on with the conference as a whole. What is your projection as a conference as you feel like the recruiting levels, the fact that like there's more obviously eyes on the SWAC and also the fact that obviously Jackson State got a lot of pub because of Deion's influence, but do you feel like there's any shifts of more talent coming to play to the SWAC, or do you still feel like it's just it is what it is type of thing?
Well, we can't ignore the elephant in the room. Deion brought a lot of notoriety and publicity to the SWAC before he left, and with that came an influx of players and kids that would have traditionally maybe have gone to some PWIs, but they were intrigued by the atmosphere and they inquired about what went on at HBCUs, and then we started to get some of those players, and the transfer portal helped out as well. So the recruiting is getting better. You can tell because, teams in our conference like Grambling and Southern, even Arkansas Pine Bluff, they're beating teams, mid-major teams that traditionally we would have lost to or gotten blown out to. So it's starting to be a shift. The talent's getting better. We're starting to get players from, clubs like Top Hat and some of the bigger, ECNL clubs in the country. And, maybe 5-6 years ago, that wouldn't have happened. So, it is a shift in, some of the things that go on here. So I can honestly say that competitively, we on the heels of some of those bigger PWI schools.
Do you think the fact that, like, obviously with HBCUs, like, obviously being a black college, but we know that, like, so many teams are starting to have these international players. And when I say international, I don't mean, like, black international. I mean, like, from South America, Central America, and everything like that. Do you see that trend happening even more? Or, what are your thoughts on that aspect of HBC?
I don't know if it's happening more. Of course, we get a lot of Canadians. And, recruiting is an art, man. So in some essence, though, some of those kids you're talking about from South America and Central America, they just want an opportunity. They don't give a damn that Alcorn in the middle of nowhere. They don't care about some of the location of these places. They just want to play. And if you give them an opportunity, you give them the money they need in order to go to the institution, get an education, and play soccer, they'll come, So it depends on your ability to sell the university or yourself. And, with that, players are starting to enter the transfer portal when they go to schools that are maybe wasn't what they thought initially. Then they do the research and look around and see maybe I can go to the SWAC and be a big fish in a small pond. So yeah, we are getting some of those players, but I don't know if it's a situation where a lot of these kids are coming because their situation at the previous school or is dire, but some kids just want an opportunity, man. So that's how I look at it.
What would you say, you talk about the art of it, of the recruiting and everything like that, and the fact that the transfer portal is so much different than, let's say, 5-7 years ago. Do you hate it or love it?
Hate it or love what? I missed the first part.
The transfer portal. Do you hate it or love it?
Being in the SWAC, I love it. I'm pretty sure a bigger school and a bigger conference, I hate it. But it's been a friend to us, in the SWAC. When I was at the previous school, I got a couple players out of the transfer portal that I otherwise wouldn't have been able to get. If they hadn't entered the transfer portal, that's straight out of high school or what have you. So transfer portal for the HBCUs has been good, but then also you get kids who, you know, they score one goal against the PWI and they think, well, maybe I need to be at UNC, and then they want to enter the transfer portal. So it's it go both ways, but I think it benefits us a little more than some of the other schools. I'm pretty sure some of the bigger schools, they don't like it, but we in a different era. Instant gratification, man. If I don't get what I want right now, I'm gonna go jump in the transfer portal. Or if you don't say things the way I want to hear them, I'm gonna go jump in the transfer portal. Or it's not Chick-fil-A down the street from your school, I'm going to jump in the transfer. They got a reason for everything to jump in the transfer portal, bro. So
No.
you know how they go.
Okay. No, what I was saying was that what do you do in those situations where like you said, you're a player, a student athlete can pretty much have any reason they feel just to say, I want to go somewhere else. Like you said, okay, here's your paperwork, or do you try to dissuade them to stay, or what do you do?
Well, that's a question that would be different from different coaches. I don't want you to stay if you don't want to be here. So I'm not gonna beg you to be somewhere that you don't want to be, because you're gonna make my life miserable. And at the same time, I want to facilitate an environment where kids can thrive. And if I can't provide it and you think you can go somewhere else and get that, then by all means, go, see you. So, no hard feelings, but no, I'm not trying to convince you to stay if you have your mind made up that you're going to go. So, for example, man, we have, in my opinion, the best defender in the conference. She transferred to Jackson State from Troy University, Tatum Terrell. She came here, her sister's here, and she was at Troy, and I hope she don't mind me saying this, but I don't know if her experience was the greatest at Troy, but she decided that she wanted to leave, and she transferred to Jackson State, and she's thriving here. She's a standout. So, it's not always bad when a kid decides they want to leave. Now, on the flip side, you may get a kid that decides that, Jackson State is not going to put me on the platform that I need to shine, and they want to transfer. Again, for me, I'm not in charge in that aspect. But again, if a kid comes to me and expresses that they want to leave, then what I need to do to help you get where you want to go. Wish them best of luck. And if things don't work out, maybe it might be a situation they don't leave on bad terms. They can come back. But at the same time, man, these kids are trying to, live their dreams to get education and play college soccer. And I'm not going to be the one to step in the way of that.
Do you have any players who have NIL deals?
Yep, we do. We have a couple. I don't know the specifics of the NIL deal. I do know we have a couple. I think with energy drinks, some clothing apparel.
What's your thoughts of that for the student athletes currently these days and age?
My thoughts on it?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm not mad at them. If they could find a way to be compensated for, by some of these companies and put some money in their pocket and not hurting anybody, and they're not bringing any kind of bad light to the university and themselves, by all means, Again, I know we've heard this a million times, but these universities, I guess it's easier to see when it comes to football and basketball because those are such popular sports. But these universities make a lot of money off of student athletes, so why in return they can't get some in return?
Cool.
I know you do, but that should be me, baby.
Well, I'm just wondering, what's your deal? What sponsorship deal you got?
Man, I need one. I probably need one for these sunglasses I got on or something. I need a deal, man. Come on, man. Hey, man, I got a good idea. It's a watch, maybe watches. And I can, sponsor on y'all website so we can be on time and shit,
All right. Speaking of, NILs and watch stuff, obviously Shador Sanders had his little thing in Colorado. Do you see the madness was someone saying that Colorado is like an HBCU?
Man, that's ignorant, man. I'm glad you brought it. That's very ignorant, man. I do not. I don't even know I don't know the dude, but it's 40,000 kids at the University of Colorado, give or take. 1,500 of them are black. Man, stop with the foolishness, man. Come on, man. I mean, if you like Deion, you like Deion. I'm rooting for Deion like the next person, man. But to that's a slap in the face to the blood, sweat, and tears that have gone into building HBCUs, man. Whoever that dude was that had that shirt on that went viral, he need to be elbowed in the throat, man.
Just because you see Apple Wu-Tang Clan on the sideline doesn't mean that the student body has just changed overnight. That takes years. That takes decades. That takes a whole lot of just we want you, and hopefully, Coach Prime he brings that in, but that's not going to come right now. We got to get some in first, because that whole thing is just wild to me. That thing is
man, I saw it the other day. Matter of fact, I was just talking about that this morning with one of my friends in Arizona, man, and. I don't know. I don't like it. It just, man, I don't want to open up this can of worms, but I'm gonna go there briefly. Man, we us, and when I say us, you know what I'm talking about. We just feel the need to be accepted so bad, man, that we'll do anything to be accepted. So that's part of it.
Is there a coach within the soccer realm that does have a prime effect that you have seen?
Is there a coach in college soccer that has the prime effect?
It doesn't have to be college soccer, but just in general.
Looking at him. Sweat. It pains sweat. I'm trying to inspire somebody, give somebody. Man, come on, man. Me. No.
That the coach Kevin Larry is short on confidence.
I forgot what I was talking to. I forgot that future Hall of Fame coach.
Man, that's humbling to hear you say, man. I don't know. I don't know how much long. I love what I do. I'm confident in what I do. But to say Hall of Fame, man, you got to be around a long time to be put in the Hall of Fame. So
I mean, then you play back in the times when they, had like the leather soccer balls were sewn up. Like, then you play back then? No.
Oh, you want to go there?
Am I mistaken? I mean, you look like you got a lot of years in your.
It's a family show. It's a family show. I ain't gonna go there. It's a family show.
Have you been associated with Jackson State?
I was down there at one time, man. Then I woke up one day on my birthday last year. I'm saying these young girls just got to accept me for who I am.
Exactly.
I ain't down there no more.
Don't do it. So wait. Nah, I got a serious question. Serious question. All right, so you were in Atlanta, what, 2 months ago or something like that?
Yeah, I come to Atlanta all the time, man.
All the time.
Yeah, I was there this summer. I worked Kadani's camp this summer, and I worked the camp in Rome, Georgia. But after the camp, I kicked it in the A for a few days before I went to Columbia.
All right, so what's on your checklist of places to go to when you come to the A?
Ooh.
I don't know.
No comment.
Hey, it's not a family show.
No, I can't say that. It's a nice little Christian bookstore in the West End that I like to go. No, man. What's some places I like to go when I'm in the A, man? That's PG.
He can't even think of one.
Papa Do's off Jimmy Cobb.
He's PG-13 and up.
I like No, I like Papa Do's off Jimmy Carter. That's one of the spots I like to go to. What else? It's the JR Cricket. What's that JR Cricket? It has a nice nightlife. It's a one in particular I'm thinking about.
What's your wing order?
Lemon pepper wet, baby. Come on, man. I ain't from the A, but I be in the A. Of course, fried hard, all flats.
I do have one question because I think it was either you or Scott that put me on this. Brittney Renner was a former player at Jackson State.
Yeah. Huh?
Brittney Renner.
Yeah, I got that part.
Former state player.
Mm-hmm.
How good was she?
So by all accounts, by people that know her from there, I wasn't around when she was around. She's from the coast. I've heard mixed reviews. I heard people say that it was at a time when Jackson State wasn't that good, and she might have stood out. And I've heard other people say that she was a decent soccer player. But it's mixed reviews from people associated with Jackson State that was here when she was around. Did I answer that politically correct?
Hey, so is there a Brittney Renner statue on campus or anything like that? No?
Yeah, one of my office right here. Hold on. Let me get to it. No, man. No, I think she came to campus when Dion was here, but I don't know if there's been any sightings of her, any other time. But I'm not 100% sure though. So I don't know a lot about it. All I know, just the stuff that I see like that pops up on social media or what have you. So I don't know anything about the young lady.
Us too. So that's all we see.
I've seen headlines.
Yeah. Just what social media shows us. Don't be just for scrolling.
All right, so it's the dad in me's got to ask this question though. So it's almost Halloween time. All right, you got start one, bench one, and cut one. Starburst, Skittles, or what was the other one? Sour Patch Kids.
Start one, bench one, cut one.
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kids. What's the other two?
Starburst and Skittles.
Okay, we gonna cut Sour Patch Kids. We're gonna start Starburst and we're gonna bench Skittles.
What? Ugh. I'm gonna disagree with you, Coach. I gotta disagree with you.
What?
I'm starting Skittles, man. Right out the bat, I'm starting Skittles, especially purple bag Skittles.
Well, you asked me. you can go
This is why we can't be on the same sideline. This is why we can't be on the same sideline. I'm just like, nah, man. We can't put her in the game, man. She's a liability.
Damn.
We can't be on the same sideline, man. We got philosophical differences.
What's some of your favorite hangouts in the A, man?
Oh, man, I'll be in that same Christian bookstore as you. They told me they see you. They were like, oh, Kevin Larry? Yeah. The Kevin Larry? Yes. Deacon Kevin Larry? Yeah, we get it all the time.
Amen.
Deacon Larry. I was like, yeah, that's my homeboy. That's my people.
Amen.
Hey, Kev, seriously, I stay my butt at home. I don't know. You see how the streets of Atlanta are popping nowadays? I stay.
Man, Atlanta. Let me tell you something, man. Atlanta. I love Atlanta, man. Atlanta's one of my favorite cities that I've ever been to. Let me tell you something. It's only one other place that I've ever been to in my life with a higher influx of beautiful black women than Atlanta, and that's Salvador, Brazil. And Atlanta's second. You can go to rallies and find like, rallies for real.
Jack is over here, man.
Hey, yeah, rallies one though. You can start throwing their name around a little bit.
Hey,
more
man, if I get an NIL deal, yes, let's go. I'll take it.
Wow, that's a bold statement.
And I stand on it. Nothing compares to Brazil. Let's be clear.
You're right.
Am I right?
You're right.
Okay, but Atlanta is a close second. I've been to Costa Rica. Costa Rica's awesome. Been to Colombia.
Or you ain't wrong, is how they say it.
Yes.
You're not wrong.
I don't know. I can't comment. Can't comment.
Yes, you can.
I plead the fifth.
Scrolling.
I plead
He
the
is
fifth.
a reformed beacon.
That's right. Matter of fact, I need to go read my Bible right now.
But nah, Coach, as always, it's great to chop it up with you. Hopefully, we get a chance to catch you at another ID camp and see the future out there. Where can the people reach out to you with the program? We gotta drive all the future kids to the program.
So it's not Twitter anymore. What's it called now? X. The Kevin Larry _10. I think that's my handle. Or the JSU soccer page is Go JSU W Soccer. So also, log on to the Jackson State website and find my information. If you're a young player that's looking for opportunity and you have the potential to play at a Division I level for the best team in the conference, the current defending champions looking to repeat. So those are a few ways that you can find me, man.
All I know is that I don't know if you've seen Memphis lately, but she needs a scholarship offer pretty soon.
Okay, how old is she?
She 8 going on 18.
Damn. They can use the Alcorn. You saw what they did to Tougaloo a couple weeks ago.
Hey, come out! You need to come out and scout her, man.
Most definitely. When you going back, hey man, let me tell you something, man. I love the game. I love the hustle. I do. So anytime I go out to the field and see somebody play, they can contribute and just be around the game. I'm there, bro.
All right,
I was gonna break out into my money making Mitch speech from Paid in Full, but y'all
go ahead, do it, man. Go ahead.
I can do it. I was gonna add lib something to make it soccer friendly, man. But I love the game.
Go ahead.
Here you go. I love the game.
Hold on. Get in the frame though. I want you full set.
Can I get in the frame? Are you ready? All right, this is my acting. This is my monologue to see if Tyler Perry give me a role in one of his movies.
Oh Lord!
I love the game. I love the hustle. I be feeling like one of them Power 5 coaches from the SEC or ACC. Cause Donnie, yeah, I can lead swag, but if I lead, the fans still gonna love me, man. I did rondos, small-sided games, finishing drills. You name it, I can coach it. I think that's my gift in life, Hey, man, let's go, baby.
Let's go. Let's go. One day.
Hey, man, that's a great scene. You ever seen the movie?
It's cool about rip your headshot for the cover photo. I got to rip your headshot for the cover photo.
Okay.
All right. Just gotta get your permission first.
Give a good sound like
Sign out first.
Hey man, that was perfect. It only took one take. I know you were born for that moment.
I've been waiting to do that, man.
Coach Kev, Coach Kev,
man, I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. It's a great platform. I'll tune in all the time, man. I think one of my favorite episodes was Where My Dog's At.
Hey, look and see, he's a fan of the program, man.
I appreciate that.
The program.
Hey, man. Hey, I got a question for you, Tony. Before I let y'all go, I don't know. I can't remember the details, but didn't we have the first time I was on the podcast? Didn't we have a bet on something? I can't remember. I honestly don't remember what it was.
Ooh, you know what? I don't think he's lying.
I think we had a bet on something, man. I think you reneged on the bet because I think I did it. I think I said I was gonna make the tournament at Alcorn or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but whatever it is, I think you reneged on it.
Do you recall this 100% cap, or are you playing?
The audio is breaking up. I can't hear.
No disrespect me.
I can't hear.
Chad, do you remember what this bet is, or are you pushing us?
I can't.
I honestly don't remember, but I do remember being on the podcast for the first time, and I was going back. I was feeling myself. I was going back and forth with Tony, but I do not remember what it was. But whatever it was, I know it happened because I'm 100% sure it happened. But I just can't remember what it was.
We gonna proof this, all right? So when this comes out, when the cut comes out, we gonna edit. We gonna run it back. Yes, it's absolutely.
Why y'all always bring up old shit? Y'all always bring up old shit. How we doing it? Y'all, we talking the future. The kids are our future. We talking about.
Most definitely, man. We got Alabama State this weekend. We got Alabama A&M this weekend. Hopefully both games will be live streamed. Make sure you tune in. Jackson State women's soccer, the 2022 SWAC champions, trying to go for the back-to-back champion and defend our title. We coming. So if you can support us, man, please do. I really appreciate you guys.
No, because you did what you did. I'm betting against y'all. Alabama A&M, I'm taking them 2-1 over y'all.
Man, you're going to lose your shirt. Betting against y'all. You're going to lose your shirt. Hey, man, Jody is my guy, man. I love Jody, man, and he's a good dude, man. He's an ambassador for this league, man. But on BD.
I told you when I text you, bro. I got family ties there, man. I gotta go A&M over y'all. I'm standing on that.
You said Alabama A&M?
Whatever the previous bet was, double or nothing.
Double or nothing. All right. So I'm gonna pull back the record, Kevin, and then we're gonna stack on Tony's double or nothing.
Alabama A&M on JSU.
Tony, I need you to look him dead in the face.
Look me in my eyes. Say that.
What was it? October 9th? 8. October 8th.
Camera B.
JSU versus Alabama A&M. I am stating that Alabama A&M will beat JSU 2-1.
2-1
first.
Stamped.
Okay. You stand on that.
Oh yeah, we go.
Oh man, I love it.
I agree with everything.
Yeah, I love how he's out of frame. I ain't going to AI on.
Yeah.
Hey, the coach stands on it. The coach stands on it.
And one of the buildings on the campus named after some of your relatives?
That's named after my grandfather, baby.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Oh, wait. Speaking of which. That's right. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. So that's what's up. So but since you got family ties, instead of the 5-0, we'll only do 4-0.
I'm very polite.
Hey, no, man. I'm just having a good time, man. They got the new coach, man. I ain't retracting. I think we're gonna win the game, but they got a new coach, Prince Boyd. He's doing a great job, man. By all accounts, everybody that have played them said that once he gets it together, man, they're gonna be dangerous. I know they got some good pieces because they have a few girls on the team that I tried to recruit. So he's gonna be okay. So in all fairness, man, I'm just having fun, man. So I do expect to win, but at the same time, man, the dude's doing a good job over there.
Well, what's to say that this game will not be where the turn happens? I'm just saying that's why we play the game, baby. That's why I play. You don't play it on paper. You play it on the pitch. Let's go. Let's go, A&M Bulldogs. Let's go.
Okay. It's your story. You can tell it however you want to, Tony.
It's always love when we get you on, man. Hopefully we don't wait as long next time to get you on, but it's always dope when we get you on, man. We appreciate you coming on, man.
Man, appreciate you guys, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Hopefully we cross paths here soon, man. I'll be in Atlanta sometime soon. I'll definitely look you up, Tony.
We will meet you in the bookstore.
Most definitely.
Hey, you're ready to read. Have your favorite passage ready. All right, have your favorite passage ready, okay?
You're ready to read.
He who give it. I got you. I'm there.
Thanks to Coach for pulling up and giving us all of his favorite bookstores. And, hopefully, anytime that you come to Atlanta, you'll find your favorite bookstore around South Side, West Side, even sometimes downtown, depending on what your taste is.
And what hour.
Yeah. But
as long as they got flats.
But yes, the last time you saw us on video, of course, we were talking about the 404 kits, and I told you guys that we had something for these kits because just because people we were bitching about it the last time we were here doesn't mean that we couldn't drip these junks out, and we did that. And so if you still need yours done before the end of the season, make sure you hit us up at ftcutt.com/shop. Hit us up for the 404 kits, or just hit us up for just the new European kits. Have you seen the black Roma kit?
It's kind of dope.
Yes.
It's kind of dope. I'm not going to lie.
I got something for that. I even hooked up Sky from Shayboat FC. I hooked up a couple of her Tigres jerseys. Like I said, we still, the shit keeps on coming. So whatever need you get, or if you just want to rep the culture, the FTC shirts, we got some for you as well. Make sure you come through at ftcutt.com/shop. And that's it. I think we had a pretty good show. Let's wrap this up and two down. Get him, Coach. I'm just glad you're here, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. I know the kids been working you, man. What you got, man?
Good job. I guess I'm gonna stay positive.
Yeah.
Like I used to state, I'm gonna stay positive. Well, I'm gonna have one down. The one down, I'm gonna go ahead and start. I apologize, TK. My bad, man.
No.
I'm at one down. I just want to give a shout out to Morgan State community. There was a shooting that happened just as of Tuesday, and the families that have been impacted by that. Hopefully, they are healing, and that justice will be served and everything like that. But I just want to give a shout out to the HBCU family of Morgan State. So that's the down. The two ups. This past weekend, I was in Minneapolis, Minnesota, for the USU Soccer Grassroots Symposium. And this was basically a collective of organizations and governing bodies amongst the United States associations working on accessibility to the game of soccer. And just being in those experiences, meeting a lot of people and networking who are trying to do better for the game. It's always great to be in that company, and also being reconnected with many friends and associates within the space that I've met in other scenarios. But I had the privilege of presenting on the topic of transportation in soccer, and I was also presenting with another guy named Tim Ryerson, who has an organization that's based in Maryland, Seattle, NorCal, Louisville, Bowling Green, Maryland. He has an organization called Get on the Bus, and he has basically made this national model connecting kids to who are getting scholarships within their clubs, who have always had a tough time getting practices and games. He has partnered with local schools to get those buses to get those kids to their games or practices, or have those games or practices at the game. So he's doing phenomenal work. And Tony Sane, he's a former national team player. He has his own foundation up in Minnesota. This man is not only making the game accessible, but he is literally doing housing for coaches within the program and other families as well too. So the brother's doing some amazing work up in Minnesota. And shout out to my fellow Howard Bison Booter, Mario Wimberly. He's up in Minnesota as well too. He's been doing some major projects up there as well too. So it was great to meet him for the first time. He literally graduated a year before I got to Howard, and so he and I have been following each other on socials, and then we finally got to meet up at this convention. So it was great to meet another Bison that's doing great work within the soccer community. And it's all love, It's it's a great feeling to see that we're not the only ones in the trenches, and there's hope. As much as we talk about the pay-to-play model and the stereotype of soccer moms and soccer dads in America, it's great to see that other people are trying to chop at this lumber to make it more accessible. So that was a great experience. And then this last, up for me is that y'all know what I am about my daughter. She's balling right now, y'all.
She got them hands. She got them hands.
She's balling right now. And what's even cooler though, the great thing about this moment in time with her is that she's playing travel soccer. She actually has a tournament in Tennessee in a couple weeks. We'll see. Y'all want to do a GoFundMe so I can go see, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta get that OnlyFans going, man.
I got some good feet too. They not ashy, y'all. My feet aren't ashy. I keep them
I lotioned up 9 o'clock this morning.
I don't have bunions or anything like that. No corns or anything. No, but seriously, my mini me, she's actually wanting to get better. She's wanting to train, and
got that dog in her.
I never like force it on her because obviously I've seen what the game does and the burnout, especially with girls, and especially girls of color within the game, will burn out. And so, but the fact that like right now at the age of 8, she wants to get better. And
Coach Kev, get that scholarship ready.
Jackson State, that had that one already. Get signed 14, get a sign.
Yeah, you saw that kid that debuted for Sacramento at 13 years old. Like, what were you doing at 13 years old, dog?
I feel attacked right now.
Oh man!
No, we're not gonna go down that road.
Preteen was off limits.
Well, the road we will go down is TK's road. What you got, man?
Not too much, honestly. My son's first birthday is coming up, so big ups. Yeah, it's been pretty much 365 days on 2x fast forward, at least.
2x.
I would say 4x because I have 2 kids, so it's really twice as much work. But yeah, my son's turning 1. It'll be a good time to celebrate. Got some work stuff coming up here, and hopefully have less work stuff.
We got one union about ready to go back to work.
Man, yeah, it's and that's the crazy part. We've been in this strike for like 130 days or whatever, and it's like things have been super slow, super tough.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm still pretty crazy busy individually and with like all the hats that I wear. But yeah, now it's about to get stupid crazy. So the more the merrier. Let's make some money. Yeah, so catch me on set. And I don't think I have anything to complain about. If I do, I'll keep it to myself.
Cool. SAG after. Let's get that money.
Shout out Ahsoka for all those who.
Okay. First down is HBO because y'all really canceled Winning Time. I need to understand why. And they ended the story with the Celtics winning the chip.
You can't end it with that story,
dude. Like,
and Sally Richardson did a hell of a job.
They could win the chip this year. I think they did a trade today.
I know. I'm talking about the show. I mean, you can't
reflects life. It's that thing that
Pump them Celtics.
It's poetry.
Bump them Celtics, man.
But shout out to Sally Richardson for doing
you a Celtics fan, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, the show was great. It's an absolute shame that show got canceled so soon. And of course, as a byproduct of the strikes, with the writers and the actors, I don't know if this was a casualty of that. Hopefully, they find a new home elsewhere because they were really making good shit. And let's say Sally Richardson, I think she's even on quoted just say like this is like probably her best work that she's ever done.
Yeah.
And it was so good. Like the actors that they basically discovered, Quincy Isaiah
for movement on plays. Yeah, Norm Nixon's actual son.
Yeah,
playing Norm Nixon.
Yeah, they got it. They had playing Larry Bird. I'm like, dude, who cloned you, dog? Did
you when you first started the series, you're like, dude playing Magic, like, but then you grew into him, and you're like,
he captured the essence of what Magic is. I mean, obviously, there's not too many 6'9" guys from Michigan that are out there, but the smile, the janky ass hairline, they nailed it down so well. And regardless of what the real Lakers say, how much they said was bullshit and what wasn't, trust me, this was a good show. This was a very good show. I know Jeannie Buss said she watched it just because they captured so much of her dad.
Yeah.
This was that good of a show.
What was your favorite scene out of the series?
Oh,
because it's excellent.
Actually, it was just from this past season. It was just seeing Pat Riley really develop into being that coach. And I'm like, Adrian Bronner, I didn't see. He was a guy I was thinking that might not have it, but he grew into
it as well too.
And just seeing that dynamic between his Pat Riley and Paul Westhead, and just seeing that clash, and then the clash between Westhead and Magic, I'm like, they were just getting to the tip of the iceberg. I'm like, could you at least got to the point where, in the series where Magic had to cut off his goatee, could we at least gotten there? Could we at least got to the skyhook in the garden? Bruh, the story was not over yet. Yeah, I'm usually down for a lot of HBO shows, but I'm like, y'all dropped the bag on this one, man. I'm hurt. I'm gonna be hurt on this for a long time.
Can't tell.
Yeah.
I said the cut on this one could be. I'm hurt.
Okay, second down. I really want to see the actors get a deal done soon. Because again, we're missing out on the whole lot. Whether it's TV shows, talk shows, everything. I'm glad that the writers got a really good deal done, and one of the big things on there that I saw was that they're pretty much, you can't AI their shit, so you got to go through them. So good on WGA for getting their deal done. Again, actors, SAG-AFTRA pulling for you. For my actual ups, again, HBCU soccer is something that's near and dear to our hearts, and hopefully, whatever we can do to help out, just to rise. Because of course, we've done this stuff in the past. Whether it be with Morehouse, Jackson State, Alcorn, Howard, wherever. Whatever we can do to elevate, we got you on that. I'm running low. I'm running low on time. Like I said, I know it's past Coach's bedtime, so I'm gonna cut it there. So yeah, if there's another up, I'll put it to you on the socials. Of course, conversations continues on the socials. FTC.
UTD.
It's been a long time since we've actually been able to synchronize all this. I'm just glad that we have this. So that'll be my last up. Yeah. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, FTC UTD Pod on TikTok. We actually are posting videos on there, believe it or not. So follow us on there as well. Like I said, hopefully. And, the wig is in court right now, and it's the funniest shit ever. So if you're not keeping up with that, watch that. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed the interview with Coach Kev. Shout out to him, the Coach Kev. My bad.
Future Hall of Famer.
The future Hall of Famer.
But yeah, we'll be back pretty soon with the rest of the crew. And again, Coach is real. Coach is everywhere. Check out Coney's hat. We'll see y'all soon, and we out.
Hey man,
we out.
It's Keith Aaron, man.
Yeah. No, that's the ball I had. Shout out to the production, because what y'all don't know, BTS this is our first full attempt at a 3-camera shoot. So we got 2 PTZ cameras running, and then we got an iPhone 8 as the close-up camera.
That's an 8?
An iPhone 8 is a close-up camera.
I thought
HDMI output to these guys right here in this frame right here. So Big ups on the production. We got 4 live shotgun mics, 2 up, 2 down. Yeah. we do these things intentionally. Cut it.
It's a wrap.
You want the phonics?
What's up?
To cut it?
Oh, yeah.
Cut it.
I heard that one.
Oh.
Oh, hit stop.
Oh, there we go.
G's and A's.
All right.
Thank you, TK.
You did the thing.
That's my distinct pleasure.
FTC UTD.